More than 5 million South Sudanese face the prospect of a severe food shortage this summer, according to the United Nations World Food Programme. The agency says insecurity, poor harvests and displacements in the areas across the country are to blame. Our UN correspondent Liling Tan has the details.
This summer in South Sudan could be the most severe lean season since the country's independence, with the food crisis expected to affect as many as 5.3 million people in the country. That's nearly double the 2.8 million South Sudanese who faced food emergencies in the first quarter of the year, during which some 40,000 people were reportedly starving to death. The worsening food situation comes despite attempts by the South Sudanese government to end more than 2 years of conflict. In what was seen as a big step to bringing the country back together, President Salva Kiir last month named a new cabinet that included members of the opposition. He also reinstated rebel leader Riek Machar as vice president. But some fighting still persists, and the World Food Programme warns that poor harvests and displacement in some areas of the country continue to drive food shortages. Among those likely to be affected are 1.7 million displaced people, more than 700,000 refugees who have fled across the border, and nearly 200,000 people who have sought shelter with the United Nations. Areas of particular concern are in the states of northern Bahr el Ghazal and eastern Equatoria. The World Food Programme says it is scaling up support to communities already affected by the early onset of the lean season and is also expanding food distributions. South Sudan is one of the World Food Programme's toughest working environment. The agency says shrinking humanitarian access and a lack of funding have made it difficult to meet escalating needs. The UN's funding appeal for South Sudan this year is $1.3 billion, of which only 27% has been met. Liling Tan, CCTV, New York.